Manchester United then have beat Shrewsbury 3 goals to 0 away from home. Can't really argue with that. We've done the business tonight. We've dominated from start to finish, and comfortable professional victory for Manchester United. What you would expect away at Shrewsbury, fighting relegation, you would expect a comfortable victory, but come to see what Manchester United have been like lately, we didn't know really what to expect, but they've come into the game completely part of the bus, defended for pretty much 90% of the game. They've only had one chance in that second half, and in a way I'm a bit disappointed we couldn't get more goals, but that was the fact that we dominated so much of the game. We took a long while to get the breakthrough through Chris Smalling, of all people. Hasn't scored an away goal for about 2 years. Somehow it managed to fall to him, and he put it in the net. It was deflected in. So that was great to see. It was great that he was up there and had the goal. You would expect a forward to be up there, but he was up there. And the second goal came just before half time. A nice free kick from Juan Mata. It was offside. There was a lot of players in an offside position, obstructing the goalkeeper's view, but I couldn't give a shit about that. You know, we've got the rub of the green tonight. We've got the two goals up by half time, and the second half's been really, really comfortable for Manchester United. We're a bit disappointed we missed a couple of chances from two of our young forwards. Memphis Depay and Martial both missed good chances in that second half. Lingard actually missed a chance, but before that he's actually scored the third to put the game completely to sleep. I thought it was over at half time anyway. I was just hoping we'd go out there and get a lot of goals, because we haven't seen more than 3 goals in a Manchester United game since Club Brugge, if I remember rightly, which normally Manchester United get some big scores over the season, but 3-0 is good enough for me. After that, we've pretty much played it out, even though we've had them chances. I mean, that Martial chance with that header was a really, really good chance, and I didn't think it was his best performance tonight. And personally, I think his best performances for Manchester United actually have come out wide. Now, I would personally, for the next game, put Memphis Depay up front and him out wide, because when Memphis Depay's played up front or in the number 10, he's looked more dangerous to me. So personally, Martial out wide, he seems to have caused all sorts of problems out wide. That's where I think he's been most effective at the moment. True, he could still turn into that number 9 role, the front man in the future, but at the moment I think his best performances are wide, and that's where we need to keep him, really, because he's been running teams ragged. You saw against Derby in the last round, absolutely tore them to shreds, and didn't really look that as good in that number 9 role tonight. I mean, he could go on to be a prolific goal scorer, but at this moment in time he's not a prolific goal scorer. I mean, he's got about 10 goals in about 40 odd games for club and country this season, so that isn't really, I mean, for Manchester United I think it's about 32 games and about 10 goals, but he has played a number of games for France and for Monaco earlier in the season, so hopefully he can be prolific in the future. Memphis Depay obviously not getting a goal tonight. Did pull one great save out the goalkeeper first half as well. Martial also having a chance in the first half as well. But overall, really pleased with that. I mean, we're through. We've got a chance now of going to Wembley. We give ourselves a chance. I mean, we might not beat West Ham. They're a tough team. I mean, Dimitri Payet has been absolutely fantastic. They battered Blackburn, although they had 10 men, but they absolutely took Blackburn to the cleaners really yesterday. So they're going to be a real tough animal for Manchester United to beat. So I don't know I mean, let me know what your thoughts are on us going through. Could we potentially win the FA Cup? I mean, there's a lot of teams in there that you think we probably, on our day, West Ham would beat Everton this season. We could possibly beat Crystal Palace because they're horse shit. I mean, Reading are a bit of a, I mean, they're not really that great. I mean, they're in the Championship. I mean, Arsenal have got to play 2 games now. They've got to play Hull before they play what if they get through against Watford. I mean, that's going to be a tough game at Hull, because they're potentially going to play 48 hours after they're playing Spurs, so they could potentially rest some players. Who knows? Banana skin possibly there, maybe against Watford. Watford are a decent side as well, so it's all up to play for. But with Everton playing at home to Chelsea, that could potentially be a hard one for Chelsea. So Manchester United have got to be probably looking at being about at least the third favourites for the tournament, behind Arsenal and Chelsea, but could even potentially be second favourites or favourites, because we're actually through to the next round and got the easier tie than then obviously Everton away is a difficult place to go. And Manchester United playing at home to West Ham, you would expect on paper Manchester United to win. Anyway, we'll have to see what happens. It would be good if Louis van Gaal could at least go out with a trophy, even though top four or a Champions League place does look like it's gone for Manchester United. It would be good if Louis van Gaal could at least go out with a bang, win the FA Cup, then he could go off into the sunset and retire. Because I know I've been harsh about him this season, but it would be nice. I still want him to succeed.